today, just wanted to make a video about the importance of getting a building and pest inspection done on your next property purchase. We had a particular situation with a client about 2 weeks ago. Look, the house looked amazing, the roof looked amazing, the paint inside looked great, the ceilings looked fantastic, but unfortunately when we got the building and pest inspection done and we got the report back, the building inspector literally described the roof. He said the roof is cactus. He's basically like, the roof needs to be completely redone. There are pieces of wood underneath the roof sheeting, which are called rafters, that are completely weathered. And he said whilst he was up there, basically all the sheets were just shifting around, and he was afraid to walk on the roof. So these are some of the things that you can only really find out if you're jumping on the roof and you're qualified to sort of comment on. So we found that very useful. He also found out that the ceiling in the lounge room was literally about to collapse. So he called it adhesive failure. I'm not really, I don't specialize in buildings, but I definitely lean on these professionals, these building inspectors, to get the best advice about the condition of the dwelling. And it helps with due diligence on these properties. Because, for example, if we hadn't done a building and pest inspection and they hadn't picked up these issues, literally it probably would have been a hazard towards the future tenants. The ceiling collapsing, the roof sheets sliding off and causing potential damage to the roof cavity with moisture getting in, etc. That would have been a big headache. And look, as is, it was going to cost us 20-25 grand to get sorted. So saved us tens of thousands of dollars. So look, the next time you're getting into a contract on a property, always get a building and pest inspection done, even if you are going to auction. A lot of people, because they don't have a guarantee that they're going to actually secure it at auction, they don't end up doing the building and pest inspection. What you want to be doing is getting it done prior to auction, especially if you think you have a really good chance. And I know, you might pay $500, $600, $700 to get it done, and you might miss out at auction, but it's just way better than moving into the property 2 weeks after you've settled and something goes terribly wrong and costs you tens of thousands of dollars. It's just not worth it. So very useful tool when it comes to due diligence. Lastly, you can also use a building and pest inspection not only to back out of a contract, but you can use it to renegotiate further off the price. So if you found some items that were wrong with the property, the building inspector picks them up, you can go to the sales agent, be like, hey, or go to the other side's solicitors or conveyancers and say, hey, these are the issues we found. Are you able to take a bit off to compensate us for having to repair it, or can you get it repaired yourself? So you can do these sort of things with a building and pest report. However, please make sure that you're looking at your state dependent or state relevant laws, because each state is slightly different. In some states you can pretty much renegotiate anything. There might be some scratch on the wall, or some hinge needs oil or something, etc. like that. You can negotiate off the price. And in other states it's only major defects that you can really negotiate or use to back out of the contract. So be careful about where you're buying exactly. Speak to your lawyers, your solicitor for advice, and be careful. But at the end of the day, it's always a good idea to get a building and pest inspection done.